Today my topic is energy and renewable. So my topic is strength and conservation of different energy sources. So first, let us see the introduction about this topic. And second topic is sustainable and renewable energy concept, wind power, solar energy, and energy conservation in buildings. So let us see one by one. So as I said, my topic is strengths and conservation of energy sources. So conservation of energy, it is a concept that complements the national strategy or targets which ensures us to supply security in the field of energy and reducing the risk arising from external dependency. So we need to make the energy cost sustainable and affordable to everyone and increasing the efficiency of combating climate change and protecting the environment. So in today's world, the importance of sustainable development is increasingly understood. So the value for efforts for energy efficiency increases at the same rate. So since our cost of living or standard of living is to do the same amount of work using less energy without compromising for the quality and the quantity of production. Sustainable and renewable. So, as we can see, so the research on electric normal vitality hotspots for fossil and automobiles has likewise raised the ideas of manageable and sustainable power source. So, it wasn't sufficient to have assets inexhaustible for vitality. So, despite the fact that a few resources are inexhaustible, but their belongings will play the counterpart in the practical. For example, say in the environmental harmony, assets should be always, it should be renewable or inexhaustible. That means over a period of time, it should remain as sustainable and it should be available for everyone. So, the contributivity of vitality assets does not show that it is economical. So, sustainability is just convincible in the event that it is economical. So, along with these lines, so the sustainable power resources should be produced. So coming to the wind power. So the broadest meaning of wind turbine is like the propagation or cutting edges, propeller centers, and propeller or called rotors or turbines. So turbine is the one which is used to generate the electricity with the help of generator. So the impeller shaft is associated with the gearbox. So the pole interfacing the gearbox to the generator is additionally called the generator shaft. So they are all together conveyed by the pinnacle. So the ground association with the pinnacle is likewise given to the base. So which are the factors which affects the wind energy? So turbulence is a non-regular wind flow. So maybe due to climate changes, the wind may flow in the slow velocity or slow speed. So building trees and uneven like terrain obstacles create too much turbulence. So the turbulence reduces the energy production efficiency in the wind turbine and it also leads to wear and tear and damage to the turbine which is present in the wind power plant. So therefore, low turbulence density allows the longer life and longer life for the wind turbine. So the speed of the wind passes through the building and narrow passages between mountains. This is called a tunnel effect. So if the wind speed is 6 meters per second in open areas, but it can be high as 9 meters per second when passing through like high mountain spaces. So if the hills are very hard and uneven, so the turbulence will be very high. So the production or the efficiency of the wind power will be reduced and it will change because the wind direction will change due to the uneven distribution of hills and the area. So continuously changing winds can cause damage to the turbine as well as tearing and cracking to the wind power plant as well as the turbine. So as we can see, this is the picture which depicts the wind power. So basically it consists of wind power plant, which is like a, looks like a fan. So it consists of turbine, gearbox, foundation, etc. So here in the ground level, the buried cables will be collected to some transmission wire. This is connected to the transformer by using the transmission line. As soon as the wind rotates, so we will generate the energy. So the generated energy from the buried cable we pass it to the transformer through the transmission line. So the transmission line will directly pass the electricity to the street light. So from the street light, to the wire will be connected to the home. So that the consumers get the wind power as the electricity. So what are the environmental impacts while wind energy will be generated? So the bird potential in the vicinity of the turbine in operation can be damaged by the turbulence. So as we can see in the previous slide, the turbulence plays a major role in the generation of wind. So for this reason, especially wind farm implementation, it should not be established near the national park or where the frequently birds come, because the birds and animals can damage the wind power plant. So however, it was found in the study that 1 kilowatt high voltage line was 10 times less than the wave. So the noise generated by the turbine leads to various problems. So these are taken into the fact, or these are taken into account. This will limit the distance between the settlement and the town. So the second energy is solar energy. As we know, solar energy is a renewable energy source with a constant intensity of 1300 meters square and a surface area ranging between 0 to 1100 watt meter per square. So it can be used as either in the heating and cooking. So in order to benefit from this energy, we need to perform some passive methods that shape the architecture of buildings and settlements. So there are two active methods. The first method is where the rays of the sun, that will be like solar energy, will be directly converted into heat. So the heat will be collected through the heat collector that is covered with a material so that the material can absorb the sun rays. So heat the water passing through them, and this water supports the hot water requirement for the houses and workplaces. So the unit of energy cost varies between 2 to 13 cents kilowatts, depending on the number of sunny days within the year. So electricity generation from the sun. Usually semiconductor materials are used to generate the electricity from the sun. So especially in the semiconductor materials, electrons are loosely connected to their atoms. So electrons are tightly connected with the insulating material. So conductive material is free circulation. So the energy of the radiation when it comes from the sun, it consists of clusters, which is called as photons. So the energy in the photon releases the electron, where it will be loosely connected to the semiconductor layer. So our second semiconductor layer, with the help of the difference in voltage created by the electrons moving. So when you connect a cable outside the two semiconductor layers and just to allow the electron to pass, you can generate the electricity from this voltage. So as you can see, this is the picture where it depicts the generation of solar power. As soon as the radiation from the sun will be connected with the solar panels by covering and absorbing material or insulating the material to the solar panel. As soon as the solar energy or heat energy has been converted to electric current, it will be connected to the AC power as well as DC power through the conversion of AC into DC to be generating the electricity. So solar power generation system. This is a very economical system. It can be useful for the areas where there will be high temperature always. So solar radiation is reflected by 500 mirrors. So electricity which is generated from the steam obtained with the help of a fluid which is passed through the turbine. So the last topic, in this slide is energy conservation in buildings, like how we can conserve the energy in the building. So it is expressed that around 35% of the vitality expended today is utilized in structures. So this vitality utilized and effectiveness in structures is essential. So the construction laws and models are a standout, and amongst the most imperative estimates actualized in the field of vitality productivity in different nations. So our goal is we need to increase the production as well as we need to save that to the future generation. So how we can balance that? So the idea of biological engineering to be connected with these guidelines. So biological engineering is the plan and choice of materials towards this path with the end goal is to limit the consumption of energy in the building. So while the techniques identified with natural information and utilized in building plan, material choice and frameworks will be incorporated into the structure, will be added to the generation of vitality required in the structure. So it is estimated that the existing buildings in European countries will consume two-thirds of the energy that the Europe will use in the buildings as soon as in the